Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Hi, I can see some of you are here. I think we have um, your Pankaj. Hi, Akshay. Hi, Christy. Hemant. Hi, Martin. Nagesh, Parag, Prakash. I can see Rajkumar. I can see Rohit. I can see Sandeep, Tejas, Puneet, Surinder. Thank you. Thank you for joining in for today's webinar. So we will be, starting now. Let me just see if you can. I hope you can see my screen and if you can hear me out clearly. Okay. Thank you, Akshay. Thank you. Really appreciate that. Okay. So this webinar is especially for those who are looking for new business opportunities with 3D printing. They have existing businesses, but they are looking at new avenues and areas where they can improve and increase their profitability and increase their reach and uh, who love technology and people who would want to explore new areas. So for all the explorers, welcome and good afternoon. Before I start, we always have this image as our starting picture. There's a man sitting on his desk and sipping his cup of coffee. If you can see, I don't know if it's visible. And he has a factory on his desk with which he's making automobile components, tools, aeroplanes. This is a dream of on-demand manufacturing I saw almost 11 years back, and I started Divide by Zero here in India. Uh, Hi, my name is Swapnil Sansari. I'm CEO and founder of Divide by Zero Technologies. I'm one of the LinkedIn top voices for 3D printing. I've also got India Design Mark Award for this is a very prestigious award for um, basically designing a good product and again import substitute and so on and so forth. This is a very prestigious one for sure. I've been instrumental in getting India's first 3D printing patent in India. I'm a guest lecturer at IIT Guwahati as well. I'm a vice president of past vice president of Indian IT Manufacturing Forum and Indian Machine Tool Manufacturing Association Council member as well. So my role has been here in this industry for last 15 years. As I've seen this industry evolve and change, and a lot of new changes have come in. However, as I said, I started my journey as an entrepreneur from my desk at my home. I used to come back home. This was my hobby to build machines, and then from here it grew to a company which is one of the largest and strongest 3D printer manufacturers in India, and we are one of the exporters as well. So this was the journey for me. But I see that there are many of you here who are looking at entrepreneurship journey or who are already in this journey and looking at expanding this. So this is where my almost 15 years of experience in terms of 3D printing technology comes together, and I'm going to share a lot of knowledge with you all. Before I start, let me be very clear here. There are going to be a lot of case studies. There's a lot of information that I want to share with you all, but I cannot share it, everything here on this 35-40 minute session. So we will be having an option to have one-on-one maybe for with you all in the end. And please ask as many questions as you want, so that I can, take it in the end, and then I'll make sure I'll answer everyone's questions. I think somebody said screen is flickering. Okay, let me just check. Okay, should not flicker. Is it still flickering? Okay. Okay, just a second. Um, Let me see. I hope it is fine now. Yep. Hey, Harshvardhan. Hi. So yeah, I'll take it up and we'll have a Q&A in the end. So I'll just start quickly and then I'll talk to you, Harshvardhan. So yes, I think it's gone now. The flickering is gone now. Okay. Let us try something. I think it is better this way, maybe. There's some issue. So you can, I think, see the screen right now. Let me just stop this. Really sorry. Let me just check what I can do here quickly. Okay. Share the screen. See what happens. Is this better now? I think it should be better. If that flickers, please let me know. Yeah. Okay. So again, as I said, this was my journey and this is where I'm coming through. Why is that, this is the right time to get into this technology called 3D printing and what it brings on the table. To start with, I want to show you a video. It's an ad by one of the large um, you know B2C, or maybe I would say a selling platform, wherein they have seen some potential in 3D printing. And I want you to just have a look at this ad. And if these big people can see this trend happening, I mean, you must be wondering why this ad has been shown here, but this is going to be very important one. Let's have a look at this ad and then discuss a lot of technical stuff, a lot of questions. But this ad is little non-technical, but something basic. So let's start from here.
बचपन में मैं हर रात दादी की रजाई में घुस जाती कहानी सुनने, और वो ना इतने जोश से वो कहानियां सुनाती कि वो जो कैरेक्टर्स है ना वो आज तक मेरे दिमाग में दे स्टिल फ्रेश. गरुड, द ईगल मैन, वॉरियर ट्विंस, लव कुश, दे वर माय सुपर हीरोज. और जब भी टाइम मिलता मैं उनके स्केच बनाती, जस्ट द वे आई इमेजिन देम.
मुझे इंडियन माइथोलॉजी में इंटरेस्ट था और इसे मेरे टिफिन में. बस हो गई हमारी दोस्ती. अच्छा, एक दिन इसने मुझे अपना स्केचबुक दिखाया. आई वाज लाइक, वाओ, आई फेल्ट इनका कुछ तो करना चाहिए.
We started working on ideas after office and before office too actually. खरोल बाग और वसंत विहार के बीच में यही टॉपिक चलता all the time.
Then it suddenly struck me कि क्यों ना हम इनके टॉयज बनाएं और छोटे बच्चों में अपनी माइथोलॉजी के लिए इंटरेस्ट जगाएं. सी, मेरा बेटा फ्लिपकार्ट पे एक टॉय के लिए जिद कर रहा था. उधर से ये आइडिया आया, हम भी फ्लिपकार्ट पे ही सेल करते हैं.
लोगों को ना अकेले अकेले बड़े आइडियाज आते हैं और चले भी जाते हैं, पर एक पार्टनर मिल जाता है ना तो एक हिम्मत आ जाती है. फर्स्ट मंथ वी गॉट एग्जैक्टली 182 ऑर्डर्स.
जब हम दादियां बनेंगे तो कहानियां तो हम भी सुनाएंगे. बट आई टेल यू व्हाट, एक कहानी सबसे ज्यादा एंथू से सुनाएंगे और वो होगी हमारी.
अपने सपनों को जी कर देखो, आज ही फ्लिप.
I know, again, we are not selling anything from Flipkart and Flipkart has not paid me anything, or this is just the basic ad that I wanted to show you. However, my question to you is, this is a journey, again, a new journey in terms of 3D printing, what you can do, what is possible. So how many of you have accessed 3D printing before, or maybe you've tried your hand on 3D printing service bureaus, you have tried you have your own machine, or you know about 3D printing. I just want to know because basis on that, I would want to start. So Sandeep ji says no. Okay. Vidyut says yes. Okay. No, I'm new. Rajkumar ji says new. Just watched on YouTube and once my college. Okay. Mukul says never. Okay. New. Amit says I would buy. Hemant says yes. Giri says I've accessed earlier. No. Okay. Akshay Kati says yes. Okay. Okay. So the whole idea is, in that ad also they talk about एक साथी चाहिए होता है जो support करे. I'm here. Let's see what we can do. Let's take this workshop ahead. Okay. I hope screen is not flickering now. So what we'll be covering today is quick introduction of 3D printing, technology overview. What is it? Where it starts, and how it goes ahead. Then additive versus subtractive. What's going on? Current technologies, and what is with 3D printing that we should look at 3D printing right now. Is there any design complexity? If it is there, is there faster lead time? How can we save time? How can we save money? Prototype and short runs, how this runs. Business growth opportunities, again, some of the client success stories I'm going to share with you, future trends, and then a session. So, amazing. I can see someone said from Tesla design team, Akshay, amazing. Wow. Okay. Mukul says, but in a graphic designer, looking forward to it. Okay. You've seen a friend using it. Wow. Okay. Nice. So here we start again. Some glitch. Let me just check. Okay. So when you say 3D printing, what is 3D printing? It's a process where you deposit material layer by layer to form a component. Okay. Amazing, Surinder. You have a 3D printer. And then basically what you have is just like you have your 2D designs, sketches, you have 3D designs from the softwares, and you load these designs into particular software, and then layer by layer, you 3D print. So basically there are three types of manufacturing technologies when you look at. One is using molds. So mold is where you have an empty shell. In that you put in another molten material and let that shell or the mold cool off so that you have the component ready. That's one way of manufacturing it. Second is you have a block of wood or metal or polymer, whatever you want. And then through a CNC machine, you remove the unwanted, area or unwanted material so that you can form a particular shape. Similar to the second image in my presentation. And the third image that you can see, there is a nozzle which is jetting out a material layer by layer, and it is forming the component and then actually making that component possible. Now, third area is called additive manufacturing, or also it is known as 3D printing. Okay, we are talking about this third area right now. Now, why this 3D printing or additive manufacturing is important? If you see this graph, you have three components. One is green one and the gray one on top. Okay, additive and subtractive, which is your CNC machining, or you are formative, which is injection molding. Both of them have very high cost. If you want to build zero, the whole cost is flat. Like even if you are making 1 part, 10 part, 100 part, 1,000 parts, 10,000 parts, the cost is going to be same. And because of which, this has been the game changer, especially healthcare tech, okay, mobility, automotive area, because it's going on. Education, learning, yes, e-commerce. As I said, that's why Flipkart is looking at this. And changing customer behavior, because everybody is now looking at custom design. Everybody wants their design to be unique. Yes, a lot of these things can happen. And now, as I said, with 3D printing, the process is you have a 3D card model, then you slice it, then you 3D print, and then you have a post-process component which is finished, which is output. Okay. There are different technologies based on the area that you're looking at. You have SLA, you have FDM, you have AFPM, you have SLS, you have metal 3D printing. Our company has developed an AFPM technology, which is within the range again. But you have metal 3D printing, you have selector laser sintering, you have a resin-based technology. So when you say 3D printing technology, what are the materials available? These are plastics, again resin-based plastics or thermoset plastics, metal, tissues, concrete. a lot of them. We can just talk about a lot, but right now, let's just focus on um, what is more important here. There are people who are striving hard to develop something new or better technology. This does not mean every technology can be used for everyone, or even every technology can be commercialized. So it goes on like that. Some of the technologies are in R&D state right now. But why is it right time to switch to 3D printing right now? Because Industry 4.0 and additive manufacturing is the key trend for future growth right now, if you want to be part of it. So a lot of has changed, like, from manual assembly to conveyor based assembly, where robotics and, a lot of things are going on. But, processes like casting, investment casting, or still a lot of process needs a lot of improvement. And now when these improvements are being tried upon, 3D printing is something which is going to be a game changer. I'll tell you why. See, first industrial revolution happened. You had, like, 100% complete, replacement with new tools, and, water and steam, and, all these things came in. Second, where you had electricity, we had mass production, we had, conveyor belt systems were going on. Third revolution was complete electronics, automation, and, it's all going on. But the fourth revolution, where, you see that there is huge change, which is going to be Industry 4.0. Digital manufacturing is going to play a huge role, and that is where 3D printing makes sense. So in that whole area, AI has come up big way. Industrial, IoT is there, big data is there, robotics is there, 3D printing is there. What it does is basically it is going to transform your $12 trillion manufacturing market, and for that you have this technology, which is going to be catalyst in fourth industrial revolution. Now, what happens, bridging the gap in terms of 3D printing and traditional manufacturing is, for traditional manufacturing, you have design, you have prototyping, then from prototype, you have prototype tooling. Then when you make tooling, then you have fixtures, you have fabrication, then it goes to production, then it goes to logistics, then supply chain, because the raw material is required, CAM is required, mold making is required, and then your delivery is done. Okay, the product is ready. We're not even talking about the delivery part. But with 3D printing, you have design, you 3D print, and you have a product ready. Okay, definitely there are certain steps, there are certain areas, but good part is all these steps are now industry at a level where it is all can be in a way automated very easily. So what gap exactly additive manufacturing is bridging up. In manufacturing, whatever was offshore can be made local. Now you don't have to wait for a component to be coming in for your CNC machine, or for your component computer robot to come in from Italy, Germany, or any other place. The same company can fire that design on my 3D printer sitting in Germany or Italy, anywhere in India, and actually it can be 3D printed very easily. Now this is one possibility. Similarly, in terms of logistics, whatever was global is last mile, because now there are so many of these 3D printing hubs. This is another opportunity. Just like courier companies, there can be, or just like these cloud servers where you have server stacks, you have 3D print farms, and these farms are actually printing these components for last mile delivery. That means a company sitting in Delhi can send their design to a last mile or a print farm in Mumbai and say, deliver it tomorrow after this is printed in next 2 hours, and it will be delivered to a customer in Mumbai. So now your whole, you don't need to transport that component from one place to another. There are companies, or there are print farms coming up in big way, and I'll show you certain examples. New product development is much faster. Your production cost is less. Inventory has become from physical to digital. We call it inventory carrying cost. You can reduce your inventory carrying cost, which is a huge pain for a lot of businesses or entrepreneurs. If you have been through entrepreneurship, your inventory becomes huge headache. But with 3D printing, whenever you need a particular component, you can print and deliver. Okay, and demand planning is basically very predictable with this for sure. Okay. Again, in terms of 3D printing, right now, automotive is the largest sector which is using 3D printing, consumer goods, medical, aerospace, and other. But this whole scenario is being dynamic right now. It is changing. What's happening in this industry is it's growing. It's becoming more application specific, because many of these usages or use cases they talk about is about, all the time, it is about prototyping. Now it is moving from prototyping to on-demand manufacturing with better materials, better machines, advanced technologies, and that is what is happening. And it is because, it is becoming affordable. Hundreds and thousands of SMEs are shifting from traditional manufacturing to 3D printing now. So we'll be talking about certain applications in additive manufacturing or 3D printing, which are going to be game changer. The whole idea of today's workshop is to spark ideas, or possibilities for you, so that you can basically you can think about your own business or your own idea to be taken ahead. So industries which are largely adopting AM is military defense, aerospace, mobility transportation, again, consumer goods and electronics, huge market, industries and services, yes. Agriculture, mining and energy, again, in a big way. So, and again, healthcare, yes, very high value. But then again, as I said, in terms of healthcare, you need to be an expert in the particular industry. So just a second. So as I said, when prototyping, you have a design ready and you can actually hold that 3D design, it can be 3D printed and you can hold it in your hand. And, this is one area, very basic. This is where 90% of 3D printers are being used right now. But I am saying, do not go here. This is a red ocean. Please study what is red ocean or blue ocean strategy. This is a red ocean. Here you will have cutthroat competition. This is not going to work. In next 3 to 4 years, this area will have really difficult time to survive and move ahead on. So where can you look at? You can be looking at jig and fixtures. You can be looking at end of arm tooling for grippers. You can be looking at soft jaws, custom work holdings, forming tools, inspection fixtures, gauges, tools. So basically anywhere you are looking at replacing inventory for tooling, that can be a game changer. Anywhere your quantities are lesser, say maybe 100, 250, 10, 1, 5, with 3D printing, you can really offer a game-changing solution. Okay. So when I say end of arm tooling, I know many of you are non-technical here, but I'm going to quickly brush through. If at all you have any questions, as I said, please park in the chat so that I can take this up. Lot of tooling is required because see, companies like Apple, they're coming to India. A lot of, again, Renault Nissan has started in big way. I can see that other companies, automotive companies have also come up and they are putting up new plants. New EV companies are coming up. Drone companies are coming up, and especially all these companies are using in robots. For robots, you need end of arm tooling, and that can be 3D printed in big way. If you are a specialized person or who understands this can be a business case. As I said, I cannot cover everything right now here in this workshop, so you can opt for one-on-one consulting towards the end. Jig and fixture is again another big area for assembly lines and assembly line fixtures. Huge weight reduction. You have around 70 to 80% profit here after everything, after your raw material cost, 3D printing cost, electricity. This is a huge, big area, jig fixture. But one thing here that you should know the design part, but if you don't know, again, I have a trick for that. I'll cover that up. 3D printed sheet metal tooling. Again, for this, you should know basic idea in terms of, sheet metal tooling, or if you have any idea, this can be looked into. Small batch manufacturing, this tooling is not going to replace your metal tooling, but components where you need 100, 200 bends, this is still printed for the end customer as at 1/10 cost. And you still have margins of around 60-65% easily. Packing solutions, pulp fiber packaging tools. Now this is where, and vacuum forming tools, whenever a lot of customers need initial tooling. So for prototyping, again, they go for 3D printing, but initial tooling also is required for your packaging applications and how the overall package is going to look. There are no services available right now which can, wherein you can do this. So if you can offer this as a service, again, game changer, because now for vacuum forming, again, tooling is possible through 3D printers. For fiber packaging, pulp packaging molds, tooling is possible. Foundries, if you are from Coimbatore, if you are from Gujarat, Rajkot, I don't know, MP, Punjab, northern Calcutta area, casting industry is huge. Sand casting patterns, investment casting patterns can be made, complex patterns can be made very easily, very fast with 3D printers. As I said, prototyping, yes. Art and architecture, this is huge. I'm going to share some more detailed case studies again. Your GIS planning, city planning, you can actually export 3D maps from Google Earth, or there are a lot of open source tools available. If you need help here, I am just trying to show you what all is possible. We can have this, we can set up a call in the end. Obviously, it's going to be a paid call, but it can be set up and then we can take this ahead. As I said, surgical model in medical, you can also in AM industry, healthcare industry, there is huge demand, surgical models, educational models, medical devices, and your tissue engineering. So we are not talking about tissue engineering. It's going to be very specific. And again, for that, you need a lot of knowledge, huge setup. But from surgical models, wherein basically before any surgery happens, if it's a skull surgery or any complex surgery happens, for surgical planning, usually doctors will ask patient to go through a CT scan. What can be done and what we have done for a lot of our customers and a lot of bike accident cases where you have craniosynostosis for children. The CT scans can be converted into 3D design and can be 3D printed. So doctors can plan the surgery before they even operate on the table, plan the cuts and everything, so that when they are on the operation table with the patient, they will not waste the time, because the incision time, more the operation time, more the healing time the patient will require. Okay, and they already know how the bone is shaped inside or broken inside before they actually open the skin, right? So this is where it is again a big time market for this. Patient education, yes, educational surgical simulations, and again that's going on. Prosthetics is one area, but again bio implants and permanent implants, that is another area. However, this can be done, but you need more investment here, huge investment, huge profits for sure, but a lot of process. There has to be a certification process, ISO and all that, so on and so forth. As I said, surgical planning, CT scan, MRI, a lot of things. So whatever you can do through CT scan, you can actually do MRIs. Prosthesis, as I said, so cranial prosthesis, this is metal. You can have mandible implants, kidneys prosthesis, again dental or surgical guides. A lot of this can be done. Again, as I said, your cast, medical cast or implants also can be 3D printed, and that is very easy. That's possible. There are a lot of tools. Okay, I hope my screen is visible to you. Yes, Paragji, just hold on. I have amazing case study for you as well. Okay, so that's gonna be a complete game changer. Thank you. There's some glitch. I don't know my. Okay. I hope I'm audible now. Okay, thank you, Vidit. So as I said, drone big time, because structure and connectors, freeform surfaces, landing gears, cargo, and whatever they're loading in. So for agri-tech drones, each and every drone is different according to the if they are sprinkling powders or fertilizers, liquid-based fertilizers, according to the field size, they need to load up the batteries. So a lot of the customized drone manufacturing that is happening in India. These drones are not imported from China. So this is where the value is. This is where there is huge market for sure. Automotive components, yes, Ola Electric is one of our customers, but lot of their components and fixtures are being manufactured. Now for the non-technical, areas, let me just try and share my screen with you. Can you see my screen? I hope so. Okay, thank you, Tejas. So this is a company. Shoe industry is adopting 3D printing. What this company does is it's called Zellofeld. They do complete 3D printed shoes. They have a phone app through which you can actually scan your feet, and these are the designs, rightly 3D printed on bare minimum basic 3D printers. Okay, they talk about access ever expanding selection of 3D printed footwear design, a world of infinite designs, because a lot of these designs, are possible. With 3D printing, you can have different surfaces, and this is where we come in handy, wherein you can have, say, maybe, an area where it is flexible or hard in one design itself. Okay. Now it's completely fitting in for your feed, because, they're using this phone-based imaginary, basically you need to photograph your feet and then send it to them on their app, and that automatically basically, makes or designs the shoe according to your requirement, and this is completely recyclable. Now this company has been featured as one of the very futuristic company on Time magazine, and they are doing amazing. If you want to just a second, buy any of these shoe, let me see, I think it costs around $300, $500 or more. This was, this is really crazy, but this is going on. Another company called Greeny Plus. This is a company, what they do is they make hydroponic planters. These are all 3D printed, okay, custom 3D printed, on demand manufactured. Now these planters, I hope you can see my screen, right? Okay. These planters are developed completely, using 3D printers. They were trying different machines and printers, but this is where and these are, again, they have special light. So you don't need to put these plants in the sunlight. These lights only take care of these planters. And now the model is, they have different, say around 15 to 20 manufacturing partners who have these machines, and they make these hydroponic planters, and it is made out of a recycled PET bottles. Okay. Now there is another company called mass production, called Slant 3D. Now what Slant 3D does is, you send them your design, they will change the design and help you manufacture it using 3D printing. They talk about mass production without molds. Already they're talking about this. Okay, I'm not going to stop here. I'll show you something more. Most of you, do you know this company, Philips? Philips, so there is a division of Philips Lighting that has bought over a company called Signify. Now what Signify does is, they can deliver a custom lighting solution, lamp solution. Now Philips says, let's co-create. Our top designers listen to your brand special needs and sketch and shape a better future together with you, right? All these designs are 3D printed. Okay. Not only Philips, but there is a platform called Etsy. This is where I was talking about Flipkart initially. And now this platform called Etsy, where you can see all these lampshades listed. Can you see my screen? This is just a lampshade, but there are so many products out there. This is something very basic I'm talking about. But again, this is one area, right? Let's go back to our presentation. Right. So we saw all these companies. Okay. There is one more area I wanted to quickly show you. There's a company called Fold Design. We have worked with them. There are customers. Now, what they do is they use 3D printed molds. There was somebody from architecture industry, Mr. I don't remember your name, but yeah. No, we're not talking about gun 3D printing, Akshay. No. Um, yeah. So there was somebody from architecture industry. Um, just have a look here. So these are basically different designs, pillars, interior components. They are 3D printed, assembled together. And then on top of that, a mold is being created. Okay. And with that mold is filled in with the resin material. Okay. So this was a 3D printed as it is. This was an installation done by Fold Design Studio on airport, Mumbai airport. But now this is one concept, which is, Legend of the Ocean for Shri Balakrishna Doshi sir. If you're an architect, maybe you might be knowing this name. He's very well-renowned architect. Again, how they have done is they have used 3D printed components as mold. It has been basically framed. And then inside that frame, you have metal support structure. And then what you do is you pour it in with the resin and casting is done. And once it is done, this is the output, right? Similarly, again, you have a landscape pavilion sectioned into different components, connected together, compiled 3D printed formwork, and now this is put up in the box. Okay, finished and poured in the resin, casted. This is the output. Right? This is casted using resin, and this was where it was put up. Again, this was a sculpture for IT Park in Navi Mumbai that they did using 3D printing and pipe tube bending and so on and so forth. This went up. This was a mixture. Again, 3D printed pillars, very specific designs. And they basically made it using a mold using 3D printing. So as I said, casting can be done, 3D printing can be used as tooling. Okay, special design. This is a table. Okay, an interior, again, a chair design. And maybe this is a dining table design, but this is again casted like this. This is a 3D printed pattern. Okay, this is a casted output. Again, 3D printed pattern, casted output. For the bed, 3D printed pattern, finished. This is actually, various sections together. Okay. And now you have end component. This is the dining table, finished, 3D printed, and then casted. This is a unique mandir idea that they had. Okay. Again, for their customer. This is whole 3D printed, finished, and then casted. Okay. This is 3D printed and then 3D printing, basically 3D printed patterns they've been used, and then they have connected several of these pieces together, and this is the final output, right? So the possibilities are endless. Again, a specially designed, unique hand wash for him and her. Again, similar design. These are nothing but this is resin, lot of stone, and different ideas all together. But sky is the limit if you really want to do this. And if you are doing such customized work, I think I'll be more than happy to pay a lot more money than what I pay for now, like typical work for sure. But this is where, the game is changing. Yeah. So we discussed about the Fold Design Studio. Okay. Right. So as I said, factors to consider, to start your AM journey, basically you'll need design for additive manufacturing. Whatever we have seen right now, the designing part is one area. Second is material and processing selection, that is very important. Your power cost, your funding, obviously money is required, setup and required space, somebody asked for the space, or other hidden costs in a lot of other areas. How many of you feel that you have found some or the other ideas here with this presentation that I've made till now? I mean, anybody, any ideas, anything that you liked? Okay, no, we're not talking about jewelry 3D printing, but yes, these are the areas that we're looking at. Okay, fine. Okay, interior design, great. So basically, when we talk about design for additive manufacturing, it differs from the typical designing area in terms of what how you design for normal manufacturing, maybe generative design and all that. There are a lot of steps in between, and if you want to do that, and if you want to look at that, there are tools. But what's happening in 3D printing right now is similar to computer server farm or data center. Now there are going to be these 3D print farms, and where you do a lot of 3D printing, wherein your all these printers are connected through cloud through a service wherein just like Slant 3D. If you want, please study Slant 3D, and that is where the whole game is again. And then end of as I said, node delivery is going to be there. So as I said, this is called as distributed on-demand manufacturing. When I say distributed on-demand manufacturing, this was triggered in COVID, especially post-COVID time now. And initially, you can be, as I said, anywhere. You can be sitting in Delhi, you can be sitting in Mumbai. Through cloud, you can fire a print in Hyderabad, Chennai, anywhere, wherever you have a 3D printer, and these components can be delivered. There's a quick video I want to show you about how this future of 3D printing and automation and a lot of these companies are working on. Yes, Slant 3D, Amit. Yes, they're working about. This is an open source 3D print farm. However, we are going to, we're talking about a lot of shifts and change into this as well. But just quickly have a look at the video. So this is what I was talking about. As I said, it's completely automated and put up in the bin. And from there can be another AGV or other robot that can be picking it up and delivering it to shipping bins or whatsoever. And maybe drone deliveries tomorrow. I don't know. But this is what it is all about. So, when you're looking at these ideas and possibilities, first thing and one thing which is very important is having a right business plan in place, understanding what problem you're going to solve and how important or what is your total addressable market TAM. Okay, how would you want to fund this, So Lord, there are, there is a body called NCAM, National Center for Additive Manufacturing, and there are a lot of other bodies. And through Government of India, they have certain schemes as well, wherein they are supporting these startups or design ideas or new product development ideas. Uh, Again, some of them being, yeah, here I've shared. We'll be sharing it with you, there. But how would you start? Like many of our customers or people that I meet in different forums and industry, they ask about how do I start, get my ideas started without hiring a designer on payroll. So you don't need to hire a full-time designer. You can actually, if you have a project, you can actually start these ideas in a way where just a second. Okay, in a way where these ideas can be custom designed for your requirement. So I'll just share my screen and share one option with you here. Okay. So how many of you know Upwork? There is a basically tool where you can actually hire freelancers. Again, they are not paying me or anything. I'm just sharing this for your value. So this is where it is. You can design, hire these designers and get your a lot of them based on their rates and their past experiences or whatever ratings. You can actually give your work here as well for one time, and this can work for you. This is one option. Okay, Upwork for sure. Then coming back, if you want to reduce OpEx, if you want to reduce the cost, a lot of options are there. You can actually take advantage of areas where government is offering incentives for setting up facilities. Also, one area being solar. So your major cost is going to be your electricity cost. So if you want to reduce that, you can also go solar. When you are looking at wind farms or larger installations, initially it can be the smaller one. Beyond this, if at all there is a provision for using recycled materials, but this is a tricky area. Do not start your startup or product idea with this. So my question to you is, do you think you need help implementing all this, or maybe set up, do you think you need help in anything in terms of setting up your own 3D printing startup, or any idea that you want, that you were thinking about implementing, and this is still pending? Anyone? Yes, Parag, it is possible, but not mass production. We are talking about, say, 100, 200, 500 quantities, and designing and developing as much as you got. So if you got the order, your delivery timeline is, say, maybe 5 days, you print it in a day and then deliver. So we are talking about on-demand manufacturing. Yeah. So concrete can be used. We don't make concrete machines, but there are concrete 3D printers available, Prakash, right? Okay. So as I said, do you think you need help implementing this? Anybody? Okay, amazing, Martin. Okay, thank you, Amit. Okay. Yes, so again, it varies according to your business plan, Rohit. And from there it goes. How to get orders. Okay. So for that, again, yes, we'll come there. And but then why would you need this help? You can actually search online and do some study, but that would take few months for sure. But why would you need this help? Okay. What is stopping you? There can be something you don't know about the design, you don't know about, you're not sure. Yes, yes, Rajkumar, it is completely possible. What is stopping you from your dream idea? Cost. Why cost? I mean, when you're talking about cost, it is, if you want to start anything, there will be certain cost, but you are not sure about the return, maybe, Akshay. Yeah, maybe your profitability. Yeah, right. So, what our survey says, as you rightly mentioned, what will be, it says that, why people are not pushing up or why not looking at 3D printing as entrepreneurship. They don't know about initial investment. They don't know about they have lack of knowledge, and they're not sure in terms of, I'm not from 3D printing. I don't know about material. I don't know about design. I don't know about machine operation. And it's very difficult. To whom do I trust? Material cost, availability, again, right? Yes, profit margin. Yes, Atul. Maintenance, technical support, production speed, uncertainty of ROI, right? Regulatory compliances and issues. If you're looking at something in healthcare, crazy level regulatory compliances, don't go there. If you are new in that area, again, you can go there, but then with all these things, you need a consultant for that. And integrating that with existing systems, how would you convince your customer to buy a 3D printed output if they are taking any molded or machined output? All these things. So these all are there. And when you're looking at this, your factors are going to be DFAM, material process selection, power cost, funding, setup, required space, other hidden costs. Now, all these things are there. Government does not provide you any subsidy on 3D printing per se, Parth. However, there are, deep tech, you can consider this in deep tech, or maybe, add up or put up your whole area of a whole business plan in that area, and you can get up to 70-75% of government as I said, funding. Yeah, right. So if you share your idea with somebody, so how to go ahead with that? For that, you need a non-disclosure agreement. There are standard processes to do that. And if you share that, how to go ahead with it, you need a patent on your design idea. And for this patent also, you have grants, and that is where people like us come in. So we want to offer a 3D printing business consultation for you all, wherein we are going to take 45 minutes one-on-one meeting with experts, ebook on material selection guide, complete checklist for 3D printing setup, business plan, ROI analysis for your case, so complete business plan and list of all government schemes and a lot of these questions. But this is going to be completely different for each one of you. When you say profit margins in 3D printing, they are to the tune of 60-65% net as well. Okay, but if you choose the right area, because you should also have the buyers for the idea that you are pushing in. Okay, if you're looking into something like fixtures, you are already providing your customers saving of around 4 to 5 times, and you still end up having 60-70% net profit. That's what I'm talking about. And your revenues, anywhere can be between, so maybe, we are looking at a small setup or cluster of 4 3D printers. It can be starting from, say, 60 to 70 lakhs in a year, okay, to start with. But then imagine the kind of margin that I'm talking about. How and why, you can go and search for these kind of, all these application areas that we're talking about. Secondly, ebook is what we have created, and it is basically delivered from all the experience of last 11 years together in terms of which material goes for which application, and that is a key. Checklist for starting 3D printing setup. And when I say business plan and ROI analysis for your case, we do everything right from understanding your business to ROI. So before we do this call, we're going to send you a lot of data and ask you about your business area ideas, and also government schemes. You will have to apply, you will have to process this and post this also. If you need any support on email, we can do that. But this is where we are coming to. We are, as I said, we have been doing this for many companies. We have helped them set up and raise their own 3D printing startups. More than 1,400 companies are there in India. You can search for Divide by Zero. You can go and check our reviews on Google. This is where it comes down to. So, but for today, since this is the day when we started Divide by Zero, when The registration and the process happened on 15th of September, but 11 years back, I started Divide by Zero. And that's why today I'm going to offer you the same thing for 5,000 for only first 10 registrations if you want to do it today. Minimum capital that you need for this business is going to be around, as I said, bare minimum is around 10 lakhs, including your everything, your computer, 3D printer, your finishing setups, tools, everything. That is the initial, startup that you would need. Okay. My team will be sharing the payment link here. If you are interested, we would want to go ahead and help 10 people. This is what I've been doing. You can search me on LinkedIn. You can search Swapnil Sansare on LinkedIn. You can also connect with me there. I've been doing this for last 11 years. The idea is I can also do it for free, but free doesn't go anywhere. If you are serious, make this small purchase. I'll make sure I walk with you. In that initial video, it said, कोई साथी चाहिए होता है साथ में चलने के लिए. So we'll do that. But if you are serious, we are serious too. Okay. This is for today. If you want to discuss, Akshay, you can connect on the number that you have, or maybe, I can ask my team to talk to you. Please share your number on one-on-one. We can ask, we can definitely discuss. Any questions you have for this, Akshay, you can, raise here or we can discuss. But this is where it is all about. If you want to know more about anything beyond this or any particular question, definitely you can send me an email and I'll be more than happy to, in a way, answer or help you out. If you are, somebody who does not want to spend money or do not have money right now to spend, I'll be, for such people, I'll be more than happy to help you out if you have a great idea and if you have that conviction to push out. But for standard businesses and people, this is where we come down to. Any questions? Hemant, there is a comprehensive list. As I said, this is where it is: business plan, ROI analysis, complete checklist of tools. Okay. Minimum cost for a 3D printer for a fresher. See, if you are looking at a very minimal 3D printer online, you can get it for say 15 to 20,000. That is where you can get. But if you want to actually work in the area where you get maximum profit, use machines that can do polycarbonate, nylons, which can do polypropylene, such materials, because this is where the maximum margin is. Doing ABS, PLA, and all these sort of basic materials will not give you, it's a cutthroat competition. As I said, it's a red ocean. Please study blue ocean strategy. You need to go blue ocean in order to get good profit and good margin. So if you want to start, you can do that. I think such machines would start something around 1 lakh, 1.5 lakh or so. And that is how it goes. Any questions, any objections, any problem you have? Printers that are useful for fixtures. So you have 400, 500 build size machines. Okay. And it actually goes that way. See, I'll quickly show you one tool. I don't know if my browser is visible to you. For fixture industry. Okay. So this is what we do. Okay. If at all anybody who's designing fixtures, this tool can get you 3D printed fixture design in less than 20 minutes or 30 minutes. Okay, that's the power of this kind of tool. That is where people like me come in, and this is the tool where you can actually design, get in your own component, and then design the fixture for your customers or for yourself. This is a tool called Tringle Fixture Mate. Very easy, very fast, but there are so many tools wherein you can actually run through. Somebody asked me they want to design custom insoles. Is there any tool for it? There is one more tool, LutraCAD. Okay, you can actually get a free demo or maybe design. This is another business idea you can start with very easily. Okay. If you want, you can book a demo with them. How it works is it scans your feet using your phone, and then you can actually design custom insoles. This is a amazing business idea. Again, this can run really well. For this sort of businesses also, we can help you build the case or the business plan or the ROI. Okay. Any more questions you have? Anybody? If you have done the payment, please share with me, or maybe you can. I'll ask my team to share the phone number and the email address. You can share it, the screenshot at sales@devbyz.com. Okay. Insulator industry, yes, definitely. Rajkumar, yes, do your ground prep. Come back. Today is this cost. This link will not be available from tomorrow. If you have any questions, we can ask. Packaging industry, yes. Packaging, more or less your mold for vacuum forming and even for pulp fiber packaging. See, now the whole industry is moving towards green packaging. And when you say green packaging, what's happening is everybody wants fiber pulp packaging, but making pulp packaging molds using CNC machining is really expensive. This is where 3D printing can be game changer. Okay. Parag, I can give you, I've already given you a lot. I think you are from the interior design industry. Okay. Yeah, Akshay, see, this is where we are delivering idea. If it is okay for you, you pay. You don't pay. I'm not pushing you to pay. Okay, that's fine. But then for somebody who would want to understand, who would want to take it ahead, why not to start it today? Why tomorrow? Yeah. Okay. So Paragji, there are certain ideas I've given you already on interior design. Yeah. So yeah, you can connect. We don't mind. But then if you do it tomorrow, the cost is going to be more. Just a second. Yep. Any more questions we have? Okay. That's it. Furniture, yes. I've given you already. Packaging, yes. Electronics, lot of electronic startups, they need initial development. Again, I'm spilling the beans and giving you all the ideas. These ideas have been there with me and these are being developed and worked upon since the last 11 years, where you can develop, custom boxes for their electronic housing. And it's a huge industry for a lot of startups. Go talk to all sorts of incubators, search for incubators, okay? And go talk to them and they'll help you out with that. And they need a lot of these enclosures for all these sort of custom components. Yeah. Okay. Hey, thank you. Sriman, you have already paid. Thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate. Okay. Parag, you will have to look at, I would recommend you to go and read this book called Blue Ocean Strategy and then come back. You will always remain in red ocean if you will keep on doing the same things again and again. This is where the industry is moving. It will have a cost, but again, the payoff is almost 10 times. This customer has the design that I said, and margins more than 75 to 80% net. I'm talking about. Okay. If you have Ender 3v2, I think what you can do is at the most prototyping. You can get some prototyping orders for sure, or maybe help your team. Thank you, Amit ji. Thank you for your time. Right. Thank you. Nice to have you here. Okay. Any more questions you have? Okay. ROI, we will cover everything, Tejas, right from your initial cost, electricity cost, manpower, setup cost, what all tools you need, machines you need, what is going to be a business model. So this is going to be a framework, according to our understanding, putting it together in terms of all sorts of cost and then move ahead. Surinder, I can, just follow me on LinkedIn and you will see so many tips. I give out these kind of tips for free, a lot of tips, printing tips. how you can increase the strength and so on and so forth, which material to choose, follow me on LinkedIn, please, Surinder. You will find all sorts of tips and tricks I keep on sharing. But in ROI, as I said, Tejas, you were asking, we do end to end, like complete ROI cost, how and when you will have your break even, business plan, what all things to be covered. And from there, we move on. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Shriman. I think we have received your payment. Thank you. Okay. Yes, there are softwares which can use photo images, and then you can convert it into miniatures of sculptures. But then, this is possible, Kannan. As I said, there are tools. If you want, maybe we can also share those details with you. But then, yeah, that's possible. Okay. Akshay, you can talk to one of our team members. We can discuss maybe. And if you have any specific requirements, please write me an email, and I'll be happy to set up a meeting with you. Sure. Yes, Vaibhav, we can share product brochures. By product brochures, you mean 3D printer brochures? We will share it with you. Can I ask one of my team members to just quickly direct Vaibhav to our website so that we can download brochures, and maybe I think we'll also get it sent to you or on your registered phone number and email address. Vaibhav, thank you. Any more questions you have? Thank you, Pankaj. Okay. Anybody, any apprehension, any idea you have which you think cannot be done, can be done? You have any question? You think that, it's good, he's talking sense, but I don't know. What is it that you don't know? Maybe put it here, I can help you. See, the idea is to spark this whole process. Okay, thank you, Tejas. Yeah. Okay. So any questions? I think we have taken a lot of questions. So we're coming towards the end. So the future of 3D printing is going to be hybrid. And when you say hybrid, it's going to be completely crazy, as we have seen. It's going to be 3D printers plus CNC machines plus laser cutting machines plus different tools altogether. So let me just quickly walk you through this video one last time. As I said, the link is shared here. We'll also share it with you on the platform, on the I think platform that you're connected. Kanan, there are so many softwares that you must know. I don't know which industry you're talking about, but then if you need one-on-one, this is where I can help you. See, there is definitely a cost to knowledge for what we have. But yeah, if you let me know, I can do that. Okay. Sandeep ji, you can maybe do the partial payment, maybe very minimum right now, at least on that, and then it can be locked. We have given commitment to people for today. Okay, we have done a session in the morning as well. So yeah, it can be a small token, but that's it right now. Okay, so we'll go to the video. Some glitch here. Any more questions you have? Yep. Okay. Munir, there is a payment link here. My team member can share it with you. Pankaj, can you just help Munir? And it will be also shared on the WhatsApp or the group that you have on your email. Okay. thing that I wanted to show you all. And if at all you want to stay connected, you need free tips and tricks, follow me on LinkedIn. I'll keep on sending a lot of these, tips and tricks for you. Okay. One more thing, if at all tomorrow, within 1 month's time, you feel like you want to buy or procure any 3D printer machines from us, we do not push you to buy our machines. We will be very transparent and upfront with you in terms of this consulting. Okay. And yes, Munir, we can give you a contact number. You can basically talk to somebody at our office. I'm sharing the website link with you. Just go to contact page and then you can send it here. Okay. You can talk to them. The idea is to ensure you are on the right path on the business. But if at all you would want to you start this journey with some of our machines, we will ensure the whole consultation amount is adjusted with the machine purchase. So that we'll be doing for you. But this is something where we want people who are committed, who are not going to back off, who are willing to and who are serious about this idea. That's where we are doing what we're doing. I hope this was a good session for you all. Yeah. So thank you, Tejas. Thank you, Satinderji. Thank you, Manoj. Thank you, Rohit. Thank you, Atul. Thank you, Manoj. Thank you, Parth. Thank you, Chandra. Thank you, Girish. Thank you, Puneet. Thank you, Shiv Kumar. Okay. Thank you, Tejas. We've got your payment. Okay. Thank you, Parag. Thank you, Akshay. Thank you, Munir. Thank you, Sandeep ji. Thank you, Kannan. Thank you, Rutvik. Thank you, Rajkumar ji. Yeah. Stay in touch. Do follow me on LinkedIn. I keep on sharing a lot of wisdom, a lot of knowledge. I hope it helps. I hope you build your dream business. You build your company more profitable with 3D printing. This is a trend. This is going to change a lot of things for sure. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. I don't know, but if you all can, some of you can turn on the cameras. I just wanted to take a photo. I don't know if it's possible. Many of you have already left, but I would love to have a quick photo, or I don't know what they call it, selfie, zoomfie with you all. If you can turn on your cameras, that'll be really great. I'll really appreciate that. Okay. Anybody? Okay. Parag, it seems it's just you and me. No worries. Come on, guys. Rutvik, Kannan, Shivkumar, Munir, Akshay. I think we deserve a photo together. Tejas, Manoj, Parth, Atul, Vaibhav. Okay. Fine. Thank you. Thank you. Good day. Have a great weekend ahead. Thank you.